My name is Artem, and what I'm about to tell you happened in my own home, the house I grew up in. The same house where we used to celebrate holidays, where I hid in the closet during thunderstorms, where I had my first kiss, and the same house where my mother used to say one thing that I never forgot: never go into the basement. I was a kid then, curious, sure, but I wasn't stupid. The way she said it, there was something in her eyes. Fear, real fear, and that was enough to keep me away. Years passed. I grew up, my parents moved abroad, and the house became mine. At first, it was great: space, peace, no rent, and a weird sense of nostalgia. But that feeling faded quickly. After a few quiet weeks, something started to change. It began with small things: lights flickering only at night, a cold draft through the hallway even when the windows were shut, wet spots on the walls that weren't there before, little details that didn't make sense, until the night I heard the sound. 3 knocks, slow, even, coming from the basement door. I froze. Something about that sound sent a chill straight through my spine. I tried to convince myself it was just the house settling, or maybe something outside, but the door was locked. I even wrapped the handle with duct tape. A stupid move, I know, but I was scared. The next morning, the tape was ripped, the lock unlatched. The key I had placed on the counter was now lying on the floor. I stood there, in the kitchen, just staring at that key like it was poison. My logical mind tried to explain it away. Maybe I didn't lock it after all. Maybe I was sleepwalking. Maybe. But then the real nightmare began. One night, I woke up and saw a silhouette, just standing in my bedroom doorway. No face, no sound, just a shape in the dark. I blinked. Gone. But the dread remained. I wasn't alone in that house anymore. I bought security cameras the next day. Cheap ones, but good enough to monitor the hallway. I pointed one directly at the basement door. That night, I stayed up to check the footage. At 3:17 a.m., I watched the door slowly open by itself. No wind, no movement on the other side, until something crawled out. It was shadow-like, long-limbed, distorted, almost human in shape, but its movements weren't right. And then it disappeared. Not down the hall, not upstairs. It simply melted into the dark. The next night, I kept every light in the house on. I sat in the living room with my phone and a baseball bat, watching the basement door. At 3:16 a.m., it creaked again. Then the scraping sound came, slow, dragging, like nails across tile, and beneath it a whisper: "You remembered me?"